One of these golfers was called the next Tiger Woods, but now he's vanished from the fairways entirely. Another won the British Open, only to cry in a locker room after shooting a 92. These were the PGA Tour's golden boys, high-profile stars meant to dominate golf. Instead, they're now known as some of the sport's biggest letdowns. Let's dive into the stories of these PGA Tour busts, starting with a teenage prodigy who crashed hard. Before we get started, I'd like to do something fun for you guys. My goal is to reach over 1,500 subscribers, and I need your help to get there. To show my appreciation, I'm giving away $100 gift cards to 3 lucky subscribers. The random draw will take place once we hit 1,500 subscribers, so make sure you subscribe, like, and comment GO for your chance to win. Now on with the show. Tyron. Remember Tyron? In 2001, at just 17, he became the youngest player to earn a PGA Tour card through Q School. Golf Digest hyped him as the next Tiger, and sponsors threw cash at this floppy-haired kid from Florida. But the hype train derailed fast. Tryon's best finish was a tie for 20th, and by 2003, he'd lost his card. Injuries and pressure crushed his swing and his spirit. He bounced around mini tours, but by 25, he was toast. Now 44, Tryon's a golf instructor in Orlando, teaching weekend warriors how to avoid the pitfalls he couldn't. From teen sensation to lesson pro, Tryon's journey shows how fast golf can chew you up and spit you out. Wolff. Wolff burst onto the PGA scene in 2019 like a comet. Long hair, wild swing, and a win at the 3M Open as a 20-year-old rookie. Analysts compared him to a young Phil Mickelson, and his unorthodox style had fans hooked. He nabbed a runner-up at the 2020 US Open too, proving he could hang with the big dogs. But then, the wheels fell off. By 2021, Wolff was battling mental health struggles and a shaky game. He withdrew from tournaments, got DQ'd for signing a wrong scorecard, and admitted he'd lost his love for golf. In 2023, he jumped to LIV Golf, but his form stayed MIA. His best finish last year was 30th. Now 25, Wolff's ditched the tour life for a quieter gig. He's coaching kids in Oklahoma and dabbling in golf course design, trying to find peace off the leaderboard. From prodigy to burnout, Wolff's tale is a reminder that even the brightest stars can dim. Baker-Finch. In 1991, the golf world watched in awe as Baker-Finch, a lanky Aussie with a smooth swing, stormed Royal Birkdale to win the British Open. With a final round 66, he outshone legends and seemed poised to join the elite. The Los Angeles Times even called him the next big thing from down under. But oh, how the mighty fall. After that win, Baker-Finch's game unraveled faster than a cheap sweater. By 1995, he was snap-hooking drives out of bounds at St. Andrews, playing alongside Arnold Palmer no less. 2 years later, he shot a 92 at Royal Troon, one of the worst scores by a past champion ever, and broke down in tears in the locker room. He admitted he'd lost his confidence entirely, saying, "I didn't even want to be on the course." Injuries, swing tweaks, and a brutal case of the yips turned this Open champ into a ghost. After retiring at 36, Baker-Finch didn't fade away. He pivoted to the commentary booth. Now 64, he's a familiar voice on CBS broadcasts, sharing wisdom from the sidelines. From major winner to mic master, it's a wild ride for a guy once tipped to rule the greens. Duvall. Duvall was once the man to beat. In 1999, he hit #1. First in the world, won the British Open in 2001, and racked up 13 PGA Tour titles. With those wraparound shades and a steely glare, he was golf's Terminator. But after that Open win, his game went AWOL. Back injuries, vertigo, and personal struggles tanked his form. He fell to 1,532nd in the world rankings by 2011. Duvall stuck it out, grinding through missed cuts, but by 2014 he was done at 42. Where's he now? Behind a desk at Golf Channel, breaking down swings instead of hitting them. At 53, Duvall's traded birdies for broadcasts. A solid pivot for a guy who once ruled the fairways. His collapse might have been epic, but his second act keeps him in the game. Wittenberg. Wittenberg was another rookie with sky-high hopes. In 2004, at 19, he turned pro after a stellar amateur career, playing in the Masters at 17 and winning the US Amateur Public Links twice. Golf Channel pegged him as a future star, and he earned his PGA Tour card in 2008. But the big leagues ate him alive. His best finish was a tie for 10th, and by 2013, he was back on the mini tours, scraping by. The pressure, the travel, the missed cuts, it all piled up. and Wittenberg walked away at 30. Now 40, he's traded his clubs for a 9-to-5 selling insurance in Memphis. Yep, the guy once tipped to battle Tiger is now quoting premiums over coffee. From fairway dreams to office desks, Wittenberg's a textbook bust with a twist. Weir. Weir was Canada's golden boy after winning the 2003 Masters, one of 8 PGA Tour wins. Lefty's smooth swing and clutch putting had him pegged as a mainstay in the top ranks. But after 2009, his form vanished like a bad divot. Injuries to his elbow and wrist, plus a messy divorce, sent him spiraling. He's had just one top 10 since. Now 54, Weir's off the PGA Tour radar, sitting at 421st in the world. So, what's he up to? He's a winemaker in Ontario, pouring his energy into bottles instead of birdies. Weir's gone from green jackets to grapevines, a classy exit for a guy who once owned Augusta. Dougherty. Dougherty was a rookie with big dreams and a bigger swing. In 2018 at 27, he earned his PGA Tour card through the Corn Ferry Tour, dazzling with long drives and a T3 at the Valspar Championship in his debut season. Golf Week called him a sleeper pick for stardom, but the fairy tale faded fast. Dougherty couldn't keep the momentum. His best finish after that was a T20, and by 2020, he'd lost his card. Injuries and inconsistency sent him packing from the tour at 29. Now 33, he's left golf behind, working as a real estate agent in California's Central Valley. Flipping houses instead of hitting fairways, Dougherty's gone from tee shots to open houses, a quiet exit for a guy who once had the range to shine. Kim. Next up, Kim, the bad boy of golf who burned bright and burned out fast. Drafted into the PGA Tour spotlight in 2008, Kim won twice that year, including a Tiger-hosted event, and went 5-4 in the Ryder Cup singles. At 23, he was brash, flashy, and fearless. Golf Digest dubbed him the future of American golf. But by 2012, an Achilles injury sidelined him, and whispers of a $10 million insurance payout started swirling. Kim disappeared like he'd been abducted by aliens. For a decade, he was golf's Yeti. No sightings, just rumors. Then, in 2024, he shocked the world with a comeback on LIV Golf. Thing is, the magic was gone. He hasn't cracked the top 10 yet. Now, 39, Kim's living off his past earnings and sponsor buzz, but the fairways aren't calling him back to glory. From phenom to footnote, Kim's story is a cautionary tale of talent meets timing. So, what do you think of the PGA Tour's biggest busts? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'm keen to hear them. Smash that like button and subscribe for more golfing goodness. Until next time, keep swinging.